Hello and welcome to the Xfinity series. We are here at Homestead, here on the first week of the off-season, on what would normally be an off-season for the regular Xfinity series. We are still going here on iRacing at the track that used to be the finale here at Homestead, and I guess is going to be again, which is kind of cool. We are
we've got 2 laps.
Gonna get out for qualifying. I've continued to make some adjustments to visuals and things. Already seeing some things maybe I want to change. I haven't decided yet. But still adjusting all kinds of little things on the UI and with just how I want my settings to look and stuff.
The leader has just done a
I spent so much time doing that I did not give myself enough time to practice. I've gotten almost no practice in, so that's not great. We're gonna go out here and hopefully be able to get a decent qualifying run in. I feel like I underdrove that really bad. I spent the whole time adjusting my UI stuff because I'm still not quite happy with it, and I fortunately let the actual preparing for the race become secondary. That lap was terrible. I'm not at all happy with that.
That's pole. You're currently 0.3.
We are, however, on a late night, low participation race, 1.8K strength of field. A little disappointing, because it is Friday night, and it's not like 4 a.m. or anything. It's a little bit later, but it's not that bad. So I was hoping we'd get a little bit more people out here, but not the case. Wow, that was even worse. Car did not turn. I got exactly 0 laps on the race setup, which means I did not have a chance to check if I wanted to make any adjustments or anything like that. We are going in pretty much blind. Right now our queue time holding up pretty well. Even though I was not happy with it at all. I don't know if people are gonna all of a sudden come out of nowhere and beat that. I'm gonna have to try another attempt at that green flag pit stop. You can tell I did not get any practice. I'm all kinds of flustered. My mind is elsewhere. Unfortunately. Soon enough I'll get all this figured out and I won't have to think about it anymore, but
Alright, Colton, your water temperature's
I think it's getting into a better place. I moved the UI around. I think we've got a lot of space that we can see the track right now, and at the same time got Race Lab up there. I think it's looking pretty good in the top right corner. I feel like the brakes are locking up really easy. Barely had any brake pressure. It was locking up on me. But here, let's edit the UI while we have the chance. I think I want this to be equal with like the mirror. So we'll put that like right here. And then I guess we'll move that right there as well. I've also got some stuff off the screen you can't see that's not really necessary, just like the buttons that allow me to exit the car and all that stuff. Stuff that's not too important. So just doing little fine stuff, adjusting these things. Move that up a little bit, move this down a little bit. I think that's good. That'll be good for now. Let me make sure. Force all elements visible. All right.
That's the end of the session.
Here. Oh, we're kicked out of the car. I wonder if that even saved.
95%.
So we get the pole by 3/10. I did not expect that. That lap did not feel good, and that was... I really did not get any practice whatsoever. So I guess that's a good sign. Turn that off, and then we'll put the race setup in. Again, I have no idea what the race setup's going to be like. I assume it's going to turn better than the queue setup in terms of protecting the right front a little bit more for longer runs. I did quickly adjust the things I need to adjust, like steering ratio and brake bias, to what I would prefer it. So that way I didn't have to show the setup here, because it is just the OSR setup. I did not get to make any changes, but I'll be able to adjust during the race maybe. And we'll go ahead and
You're in pole.
get in the
You should do
car.
really well here. We should be aiming for a win. 90 laps.
It's down a little bit. You can see how particular I am. This is how much I've been obsessing over this.
1,838.
Why is the... Oh. Get the channel thing right here up a little bit. Guess that's looking pretty good. Get this turned back on. There we go. Have this equal. Alright, hopefully that's looking okay-ish.
Still waiting on 2 cars to grid.
Go. Alright. I had to reset all the positions because I kind of forgot where everything was, and there's no like snap grid or anything for these things, so it's really tough to get things lined up, and I'm so particular about that kind of thing. So I'm sitting here staring at the pixels, trying to make sure everything lines up. But I think I can focus in now and not think about that. And let's focus on the race ahead. We've got 90 laps coming up. That's the number 1 car. And a 1.8K strength of field. Again, I'm a little disappointed at the turnout here. It looked like there was about 70 people signed up to the race before this, so I thought, okay, should be a solid turnout for this next one too, but I don't know if we really got as many people returning. But we've got 58-ish laps of fuel for this 90-lap race, so a little bit of wiggle room on when we could come in to get some fuel if this goes green. I hope it does. That would be fun. Gotta assume it's gonna be a second gear start. A little bit of a pull to the right on launch, so I'm gonna have to watch out for that. And I'm gonna have to be maybe a little bit careful on the cold tires as well, because I got 0 laps with this setup. As far as I know, OSR played a prank on us this week and gave us like South Boston setup. I highly doubt it. They've done a great job for the most part in the past, so we're gonna just hope it sticks. Going on green with everybody else here in the restart zones.
Go, go, go.
Solid enough launch, it looks like. Hit the chip a little bit. Okay, easy now. That thing really pitched sideways. Holy smokes, I nearly wrecked myself. That's why you practice. I did not realize I was running out of time when I was practicing, or rather not practicing setting up the UI. I didn't realize I was running out of time. I normally would not enter a race without getting more laps done, but by the time, yellow flag. But by the time I noticed, well, it was the only reason I noticed is because the race was starting. They said your race session is ready, and you can't back out at that point, or you lose your iRating, and they consider you last place. So
The pace car speed is 1.
normally I would not enter a race without practicing. Why is this guy all over my rear end? Hello? I'm not blinking out, am I? It's like that guy can't see us or something.
101, you got a passenger, bro.
That was interesting. So, early yellow flag, I could definitely see that having been because of those cold tires. I nearly lost it through 1 and 2. My car got sideways. I don't know if it came across as much in the recording, but I thought I was wrecking, to be honest with you. I had my steering wheel about 90 degrees to the right. Okay, maybe that's dramatic. Like 45 maybe, though. I was turning right in a left-hand corner. At the very least, I could say that. It was not not very pretty. Thankfully, I was able to catch it, and they, I don't know if they had the lift for me behind, but I appreciate them for not running me over if they did. I really didn't think I pushed it that hard, but I guess we got some good rotation in this setup this week. That's good. Homestead is a track it's really, really easy to get on that right front. So I definitely welcome some rotation. Got a couple of guys on pit road there, it looks like. Maybe involved in whatever wreck happened. I didn't see anything in the rear view. I wasn't looking, so I don't know if it was something visible for us, but very early yellow. And thankfully it wasn't me in turn 1. Been a while since I wrecked myself in turn 1 all by myself or something.
One lap to green.
That is
You'll be
always
lining
pretty
up on the
embarrassing.
inside.
We'll get another try at this though. Second gear seemed to work just fine. I think I'm liking how the visuals are going right now. I think Race Lab, the box up here, should hopefully not be too distracting. Over in the top right corner, so you can still see plenty of the track up ahead. Nothing really to see over here except for some catch fence, I guess. And I tried to make it a good balance between readable on YouTube versus not taking up too much space. Always loving feedback on that as I'm getting this all adjusted. And I tried to move my boxes out of the way a little bit, so that way we can focus on the road ahead, but the information's still there if you wanna look at it. But enough yapping now, we gotta get back going green here. This time I get to decide in the restart zone where we launch.
Car has just left.
Then go. Green flag, green flag.
And we are gonna go a little bit earlier. And hopefully not die in turn 1 this time. I'm more ready for it this time.
The car in C20.
It's really
Fastest lap, 43.
getting loose on us, but I like it. Now that I'm prepared for it. Try to run this bottom here. Hopefully take care of it.
You've got the fastest lap.
Fastest lap. Guess that's good. It's one of the only laps we've done so far. At speed, though.
55. We didn't record pit timings. The fuel estimates are not going to be great.
I think we just got fastest lap by default there. I don't know if that even stayed. But I'm gonna try to underdrive a little bit here early, since I'm still getting used to the setup anyway. And I usually end up killing my tires regardless, so.
34.29.
Although I am setting the fastest lap, allegedly, so maybe I need to back it down more.
Behind has just done it. 34.24.
Nah, let's see, that guy's got the fastest lap now. He's the one killing his tires, not me. I said, coping. Just gonna run this bottom line, see what happens. We got guys going up the track already. In fact, that guy is so far up the track, I think he might hit the wall. I'm gonna wait on that. I think you could definitely end up killing your right front trying to run up the track too much too early. Wish that wasn't the case, because in real life, I don't think you kill the right front running the wall or kill your tires running the wall like you do on iRacing.
The yellow flag is out. They want
Yeah,
you
another
to
one, huh?
file. Closed, pit road is closed.
Alright.
Fuck's
Start
sake.
21, car.
I'm wrecking some more.
Car.
That's twice, 13. Who, me?
Still too early to come to pit road or anything like that. This car's still not out of pit lane, so we're gonna slowly make our way up to it. So far
Race
so
car
good.
speed is
I think we're running an
73
okay
miles per
pace.
hour.
Five, what are you doing, bro? Come on, I don't want to hit you again. I know you got spun out. No, he spun himself out.
What are they doing back there?
He almost spun himself out twice. I was so suspended, so.
Got people upset already. We barely run any laps.
The pit road's open.
Pit road's open. Be interesting to see if anybody decides to come in, but I'm definitely not. Still don't really see any reason to.
You're a clown, dude. Just accept it.
Well, each other clowns. I don't know if they're like hitting each other under yellow back there or what. Did not take long for those guys to get mad at each other, though.
Closed. Pit road is closed.
I'm hearing some honking noses from back there, I think. Echoing in the distance. It's got circus noises. I guess we'll find out later what has happened to cause these first two yellows. Checking the incidents later. So it's like I watched Nick race street stocks at North Wilkesboro recently, and he got intent wrecked in that one for something he didn't do. People just love finding any excuse to wreck people, I feel like. I just don't get it. There's so many other options out there if you want to play Demolition Derby. This is like the one place you're supposed to go to kind of try to take it seriously a little bit. Like, you pay the subscription and everything so you can have better competition. Like, if you want to do Demolition Derby, Wreckfest is a good option. That game got much better damage physics, if that's what you're looking for. I think someone needs to introduce some of those street stock racers and some of these guys that like wrecking people to that. I think they'd have more fun. And so would we, once they're gone.
One to go. Next time by. Line up on the inside.
But we'll try it again. We got more people getting stuff fixed on pit road, it looks like. Coming back out. Hopefully we get some laps in now. Looking at the licenses of the guys around us, we got a 3.5 for the 18 car on our outside. He's a 1.3K. That's what you start with, isn't it, iRating wise? Wonder if he's newer. Potentially. He's doing great.
We might be able to make it to the end of the race on gas.
You too? We are still pretty far away from making it to the end.
If the Fox comes back out on the track, we should have no problem.
What? Talking about making it to the end? There's no way. Get about 53 laps on a full tank.
Is he back on the track right now?
Maybe I'm missing something. What they're talking about. But we're going to try this again.
Maintain the pace speed until the
Okay,
restart
Colton.
zone.
The
We
race car
wait
is
an
just
extra
left.
second here before launching.
Green, green, green.
Hit the chip again. Messing it up a little bit. I'm gonna go a lane up. Just for a little bit more stability. Five's coming out. I heard there were some disagreements going on with him. So hopefully he's not coming out to wreck somebody or something. That was a little bit suspicious, the timing of him exiting pit road there. But I still have no idea what happened. It feels great. We haven't done really any laps yet, though. Not too many. Just gonna try to keep it nice and gentle around this bottom line.
Just go by me. That car just gave me damage because he doesn't know how to fucking drive.
Oh my gosh. This is an angry group. That's an angry elf.
That's a new fastest lap for 34.001.
Classic Christmas movie. Oh,
.01.
I actually really like this setup. I know it's weird to say that after I just got loose, but I really like a loose setup.
You see Lear's coming and you just stay in the fucking way. It makes no sense.
Drive right in the middle of the track.
Trying to say though, Elf, great Christmas movie. We're getting close to Christmas season. I can't believe it.
Yeah,
Obviously,
but
I
they
got
just,
to
like,
get through
Slammed the
Thanksgiving
brake
first.
off the corner and I slammed into him even though I was fully on my brake.
Which, don't underrate
Yeah,
Thanksgiving. That's some good
what
stuff.
happened to
right
me.
there.
But somehow he
Pretty,
blames me for
pretty
it.
amazing. It's November already.
Nope, that was definitely him. Now I can see both times because it happened to me as well.
I think some of these guys need some Christmas cheer. They are quite upset already. We
If
got a
you
long
guys
way
are
to
gonna
go.
pass me, it's got to be on the bottom. I can't go bottom with this car.
Been going pretty darn easy so far. Maybe like 50%. Just trying to be really gentle around the bottom line. 18's doing a great job keeping up. I might be overdriving. I have no idea. I feel like I'm going really easy with this setup and everything, but we're pulling away from guys, which makes me a little bit nervous. Keeping up just fine though. He's 3/10 behind us. Still running the bottom line too, so it's not like he's up running the wall, using up his tires a whole bunch. Wonder when we should pit. I really don't know. 2 early yellow flags would push back what I guess we would normally do. Go a pretty long way. I remember during the Diet Dr. Pepper series, or rather the Diet Dr. Pepper series when you were doing the Xfinity season, if I remember correctly, I think you wanted to stay out long a lot of the time. Or was that the Gen 4? I think I'm getting them mixed up in my head.
The lap time was at 34.60.
But maybe we go a little bit longer, especially if we're doing okay on tires anyway. It can also help prevent us getting caught out by a caution, a poorly timed one, so maybe we try to stay out a little bit longer if we can. Gained a little bit back on the 18 car behind us, and we got almost 2 seconds to the next guy, somehow. 5 just left, so he gave up on trying to stay out on track. He was the guy that came out of the pits right after the green flag. Team gained a 10th back. Seems pretty equal with us. I wonder if he's also running the OSR setup or something. Kind of makes us teammates, right? We can do a little shake and bake. I don't know how that would work on a non-super speedway, but you know, it'd be cool having teammates. You know, I've never raced having teammates before. Of course, teammates don't exactly work like other sports in racing. You're still competing against them. It'd be cool to like bounce ideas off of people or something based on the setups you have and all that. Like the real guys do. So Something I've really noticed about the Xfinity car in general, and it seems pretty pronounced here, is the car turns so much better when you have no throttle in the car. Even just the tiniest bit of throttle, it feels like gets the car pushing a little bit more. The nose kind of pushes a little bit, so try to use as little throttle as possible while I still want the car to be turning. Car turns really good when you've got the throttle as little as possible, though. Getting some laps in here. Pretty decent run going at the moment. Handling still feels great. Haven't felt like I've had to push at all yet. Kind of pulling in on us, though. Do think I want to try to keep the track position, so I don't know if I want to really give it up to him, so maybe I do have to increase the pace a little bit.
Your lap time was 34.85.
Can probably afford to use a little bit more throttle on exit without getting on the right front too much. I could probably drive in a little bit harder, use a little bit more brake. And it doesn't matter because we get a yellow.
Pit road is closed. Catch start 21. Dark.
It looks like we'll need to add 11.9 gallons.
Interesting. So, here's the pace car. I guess we take tires now. We've got 3 sets. Did I mute those guys? I couldn't remember.
Rating our speed is 72 miles per hour.
Alright, will we be able to make it now? What was it, 53 laps on a full tank? We're getting pretty close. We're coming in anyway right now, so we're going to fill it up full.
Pit road is now open.
Some guys already on pit road. More damaged vehicles. We'll just have to see how the fuel situation looks at this point. I think we're gonna definitely be in a situation where we're saving.
The pit lane speed limit is 50 miles per hour.
Looks like everybody's coming in.
We'll need to stop again.
Gucci says we need to stop again. We'll see if it's close though, and if we can save our way to making it.
5, 3.
Oh, I'm in about the system. Everybody pitted.
Right here.
91.89. Ooh, look at that on the right rear.
Front left, 94%.
If
Really
I
expect
don't
that.
get to catch the pits this time around on the restart, everybody go by me. Because there ain't no way I'm touching up the shell or staying up there.
They want you in single file.
Alright, so we get back out. It's very close on fuel, so we're going to be saving for sure. "20 stayed out, so he had to pit early."
We'll need to add 4.7 gallons. The pace car is in turn 3.
Is that guy still in the fucking race?
Oh, the 5
The pace
car?
car's in turn 4.
Yeah.
He's the one who caused the caution, I believe.
Car.
The leader, Aaron.
Alright,
is
so that
pitting.
guy's coming down pit road
is
after all.
pitting.
I think I gotta up my spotter's volume. I'm gonna have to try to remember that.
No, lap car had nothing to do with this caution. That was 3rd and 4th racing hard.
We'll need to add 4.5 gallons.
I think we definitely have to try to save here. I think it's close enough that we could make it.
Guys, 10 laps down and took me out of the fucking race, dude. Every race has happened. I swear to God.
Tires gonna be cold again. Gotta be very careful on this restart. We could definitely get another quick
My
yellow.
first time racing on this track. I just bought it literally not even 30 minutes ago. I'm driving at like 8 o'clock position, so I can't keep driving like that. I'm finding it's a lot like Michigan with extra steps.
Alright, well, we're gonna have 62 laps to go, and we've got about 59 laps of fuel, so we'd have to save about 3 laps. I think it's possible, but we're gonna have to make an effort.
You have control. Maintain the pace speed until the
Race
restart
car has just
zone.
left.
Then go. Green, green, green.
Okay, get a good launch. Right, getting the feel for turns 1 and 2 now. Oh, good. Our connection's going out.
You're experiencing network difficulty. If it continues, they
That's
may
what I
remove
needed.
you from the session.
Took it very easy through 3 and 4 there. Trying to save some fuel. Gonna need the internet to come back though.
Aaron is pitting from position 14. Looks like he'll come
Why do
out
I
just
have
in
to
front
have
of you.
internet issues every day? It feels like every single time I try to race, there's at least one time where I have to have a sweat about the about the internet. I didn't mean to rhyme. This is not whimsical. I am upset. Okay, it looks like it's back though. I think we're okay. Doing big liftoffs instead of using the brakes now though. As we take these corners. Should be alright, because apparently we were on the right rear. I think the setup's pretty darn good so far.
Fueling up now should get us to the finish.
Any fueling them now should make us to the finish, but we are trying to make it as we speak.
I think we'll need to add 3.9 gallons.
3.9. Big lifts. You want to save it now rather than having to save a bunch late. If these guys end up getting around me, that's a-okay with me. First things first has got to make it to the end. So it's not going to matter what position you're in if you can't make it to the end. The 18's fast enough, he might be able to get around me here before too long. Especially if he's not trying to save. I don't know what his plan is. He's definitely driving in harder, so I imagine he's probably using a little bit of brake. Unlike us at the moment. Can probably save some time on entry that way.
That was 34.70.
I'm just kind of getting choppy at the moment. Got a lot of them, but they're choppy. Alright, how we doing now? Let's see once we get through this lap.
We will need to add 3.4 gallons. That lap was
3.4,
at
we're saving a lot pretty
34.60.
quickly here. I definitely think we're going to be able to make it. 55. According to the iRacing calculator, we should be able to make it at this point. But you got to factor in the potential for green-white checkers and stuff too. Although if you get a green-white checkered, I guess you're taking tires, so that doesn't really matter. Guess maybe the guy behind is saving fuel because he hasn't been able to get around yet, and I've definitely been taking it easy. He's probably matching the pace. Somebody running the wall back there I see in my side vision. Red car up there. We might have guys going for track position, anticipating there to be a yellow. It's not a bad plan if you want to diverge on the strategy a little bit. I think it's a pretty likely chance we get another yellow before this is over, especially if the setup is going to be trending loose and you're more likely to get guys spinning. 21's kind of all over the track. So be careful getting around him, it looks like. All the way off the wall. Give him plenty of room. There we go.
That lap time was
A
34.65.
bit hot in the 1 and 2, but that's okay. '18 still right on our trail. 3.
Pit window is open.
Pit window just now open apparently. I think we're plenty good though.
We'll need to add 3.5 gallons.
Oh, the 3.5 it still says. I thought that would have dropped more. Maybe we used up a little bit past couple of laps. iRacing calculator's saying we're okay. I feel like the way this is driving, you can save a lot of fuel, a lot of off-throttle time. Help me in saving tires as well, something I'm never that great at. We did okay with the first run though, especially not knowing it was going to get on the right rear. We got the 18 right behind us, starting to get a bit of a gap to P3. One. iRacing calculator says we are nearly 2 laps to the good. I want my crew chief to be more confident though on that fuel calculator. So I want to be able to run faster if I need to as well. So I want some extra in reserve to use up late in the race if we start getting competition.
It looks like we'll need to add 2.9 gallons.
2.9, alright, that's falling more like I was hoping. These guys must have the same idea, because I feel like with how slow I'm taking these corners, they would have definitely been able to rocket past me if they weren't trying to save fuel as much. I think everybody probably knows the situation. Team picking up the pace a little bit. I do still want to try to keep this track position though. So if he starts getting a little bit closer, I might have to pick up the pace a little bit. I think we've been saving enough up to this point that
Times are pretty consistent. That was a
we can
35.02.
take a little bit of time off saving fuel to protect our position a little bit, defend as we need to, should we reach that point. So we're still taking the entries of these corners very, very easily. Not really attacking the entry. And I could probably carry some more momentum middle and out of the corner as well if I wanted. Been an interesting race so far, though. It'd be really fun to see how the fuel situation goes for everybody if this does go green to the end. .5 laps to go. We're at halfway. We got 1.8 laps to the good on the iRacing calculator. We'll check crew chief here in a moment.
Laps of fuel left. We'll need to add 2.7 gallons.
2.7. It's gone down a little bit, but could be better. Crew chief essentially saying you are 2.7 gallons saved of making it to the end plus a couple of extra laps. I think I have it set maybe one, maybe two extra laps of fuel calculated. So that's why there's a little bit of a difference between what iRacing says and what crew chief is telling me I need to save. Team's starting to put a little bit of pressure on me. Kind of a fun dynamic going on right now where trying to save fuel, but you also don't want to give up the spot, so you have to balance saving with hitting your marks, not letting them get by you. Love a good track with a lot of off-throttle time, though. I think that makes really good racing a lot of the time. That's what makes higher horsepower cars work so well. It's whenever you've got to handle the loose race car and you're hitting 190 something by the time you get to turn one, so you gotta get off that throttle for a while and even use some brake if you want to make the corner. That's what leads to mistakes, differences in driving. And that means passing and side by side. That's all the good stuff right there. .43 laps. The 18 is really making me nervous because he's keeping up just fine. I feel like he's waiting for the right opportunity or something. Like he's got some still in the tank that he's gonna let loose at some point. He's just been right back there lurking this whole time.
That last lap was at 35.16.
Cat is going crazy outside the door. I don't know if you can hear that. Sorry if you can. I don't know what he is whining about. He is outside the door having an absolute fit.
Okay, Colton, the next car is one lap behind.
So other than this 18, we've got a big gap back to third place. 2.5 seconds at the line.
Just done a 35.14. We estimate we're going to need to add 2.4 gallons.
2.4 now. I feel like we just have to run this pace the rest of the way if we want to make it on fuel, or something close to it. Because if we start trying to push harder, then it's going to go back the other way. I feel like we're about 2 laps exactly to the good on iRacing's calculator. I think what I'm concerned most about is if we all of a sudden have to try hitting faster laps, we might find that the 18 did a better job of saving his stuff or something. And when it's time to start going, he's going to go faster. He's not going to have too far to go to catch me. He's still right back there. Just 3/10.
Car leaving the pit lane. We estimate we're going to need to add 2.3 gallons.
Okay, 2.3. Got someone leaving pit road. I guess they decided they were not going to make it. I assume they have tires, so they should drive away from us here. We shouldn't have to worry about trying to get around them.
Okay, Colton, the next car is 2 laps behind.
Oh, he's spinning. Yikes. Watch out. He's losing it. Those cold tires, man. He's got damage, too, so that thing's probably really tough to drive. Go through a little bit harder this time. Now he's driving away now. Although I'm keeping an eye out there in case he starts getting sideways again. Oh, the draft won't be so bad. We can manage to keep that for a little bit. That's just free time. Looks like he's probably going to drive away pretty quick, though, even with that damage. I'm wondering what my tires look like at the moment, because I've been going so easy. I feel like I'm probably more on the right front this time than I was the first time around, because I'm doing these long, big lifts into the corner rather than braking, and I'm taking it easier on the exits, so I can see it being more equally balanced than the first run, which I guess would be good, unless we went too far in the other direction. Guy up in the wall ahead. Watch out. Make sure they're all good there. Moving a little bit.
The car ahead is
Looks
2
like we'll have the
laps
bottom.
behind.
Outside.
Too much of the bottom. Hit the apron a little bit.
Clear.
So concerned about giving plenty of room. I gave too much room. Love a fuel mileage race, though. This is cool.
Alright, Colton, the next car is 2 laps
3 at the
behind.
line coming up. It'd still be about 2 laps to the good. Bug just hit the windshield. Rest in peace, Buzzy the Bug. Right on where I'm trying to look at the white line. Gonna look at his smeared corpse the rest of the race.
We will need to add 2.0 gallons.
2.0, okay, that's a decent gain from the last time we checked. I think we should be plenty good. We got 30 laps to go at the line coming up. Looks like we got almost 2.5 laps of fuel now. I think we're doing pretty good.
That was a 35.82.
I guess I'll just keep running a similar pace until maybe the 18 starts ramping up the speed. Looks like he might be doing it now, though. He's all of a sudden only 1/10 behind us. I have to watch out. We do still have plenty in reserve at the moment.
That lap time was 35.
If we needed to pick up the pace. Went maybe like 75% through that corner rather than 50, and you can see that gains us about a 10th. So if we needed to go faster, we could. Just managing the race at this point. Trying to stay on top of what our fuel is. Pace we need to be running. Making sure we cover any potential advantage that the 18 could get from us. Whether that's him saving more fuel somehow, or if he were to try to speed up and get the track position. I think I'm in a position right now where I could defend against that, at least for a while. I'll be ready for any situation. Really impressive run by the 18 though. As a 1.3K. He's doing exactly what he needs to do. And keeping up with us just fine.
One lap behind.
While the rest of the field is way back there at this point. I mean, third place is 9.4 seconds back. I can tell he can come get me a little bit if he wanted to. I think some of these corners he gains on me a decent bit on the entries. I guess I shouldn't say he. Dana's man or woman name, so apologies if I got that wrong. I shouldn't assume.
A lap behind.
But habit at this point. There's some more pit stops going on. That could be a source of yellow, especially if he's about to hit that barrel. He almost Kyle Larsoned it, but I think we think he made it through. Hopefully he doesn't stop on track or anything. I would love this to go to the end. Oh, the guy behind pit. Wow. Okay, I thought for sure he was looking to make it to the end. That is very surprising. Am I a loon for thinking that we can make it just fine?
It looks like we'll need to add 1.6 gallons.
Well, I need to save 1.6 more. We still got 24 laps to do that. Now, I guess there's a chance that these guys could get fresh tires and start going so fast they come around to get me, but that does not seem likely. I don't think the speed difference is going to be that big. That's very surprising to me. But we're definitely going to the end. I'm going to the end or running out and trying.
Chapman behind is increasing. It's now 12 seconds.
So 18's going to be coming up pretty quick with his fresh tires. He's only a second and a half back at the moment. I'm very surprised. He had to have had similar fuel economy since he was running basically the same speed as us, right? I'll leave him a lane if he starts coming by. Going up high, so we'll leave that open for him.
Still there. Clear outside.
I'll stay down here so the 8 knows
That was
we'll be down low.
35.79.
Outside. Still there, hold your line. Clear outside if you want it.
They are going pretty fast. We've got a long way to go, obviously, but it will be interesting to see if this goes green to the end. How close they get to making it back to me. I do think there's a decent chance we get another yellow, though, if the guys are pitting.
Fastest lap for Mello, 33.78.
Yeah, fastest lap
Just
from the 18.
35.74.
If guys are pitting, they get those cold tires,
7, 7, 7.
and then they try to hit some fast laps, and then they get loose. I could definitely see that happening. But wouldn't be so bad for us anyway if we stay out, because I think we're in a pretty good spot regardless. We've got a whole 12.5 seconds back to P2.
That's good consistency. Keep it up. The gap to
Check the fuel
P3
again
behind
here in a
is now
second.
14 seconds. Fuel should be okay if your consumption remains like it is.
It's now saying the fuel should be okay with 19 laps to go. I can't believe the 18 pit. Okay, iRacing calculator says 21.5 laps. That should give us, again, just a bit more than 2 laps good. I think we could probably pick up the pace here a little bit and still be okay. Guess I better keep a close eye on what the 18's doing, though. He's P5 up there. We still have people pitting, too. That could come around and cause a yellow, or
That lap time was
who knows what.
35.62.
Currently, we got 6 people on the lead lap.
Car in front is 2 laps behind.
Really interesting race. I would be very shocked if I'm the only one that decided they were going to try to make it to the end.
The gap to car number 10 behind is increasing. It's now 15 seconds.
Fortunately, we lost our racing buddy that was putting pressure on us. I guess he could still fly around the track and come past us. That would be pretty amazing. I wouldn't even be mad. I'd be impressed. But it's kind of fun having someone there pressuring us, making me question things. Not too much longer to go, though. I wonder if the 10 back there is thinking he's saved the fuel, and he's like, man, I bet that one up there, there's no way he saved enough. Hate to disappoint him. I think we're going to make it, though. Got 15 laps to go. We got 2.5 good. Crew chief's still saying we're okay.
We should have just enough fuel to get us to the end.
Yep, just enough. We are in cruise mode. I guess we've kind of been in cruise mode the whole race,
Car
but
number 10 behind is now 16
feeling pretty
seconds.
good about how this is going. Even if we got a yellow at this point, come in, take our tires from the lead. Balance feels great. I guess the only way I ever seem to save tires is whenever I've got to save fuel, because then I actually start driving easy. I'd probably do better if I just pretended I needed to save fuel all the time, especially in cars where the tire wear really matters, like the Xfinity car or like the NASCAR Legends. That's more people on pit road saying they can't make it. 17 seconds back to P2.
Okay, Colton, the next car is 2 laps
I'm a
behind.
little disappointed we didn't get a very strong field here, though. I wonder where everybody went. Because there was, like I said, like 70-something people signed up for the last B Open.
Lap times are pretty consistent.
For as tough as this is to drive, though, I think everybody in here has done a really good job of handling their cars after the first couple of yellows we got. Everybody seems to get it all figured out. Uh-oh. Did I jinx it? 21 just got into the wall.
The next car is 3 laps behind.
So we give him plenty of room here.
Outside.
Around safely.
Clear high.
We'll enter turn 3 a bit harder. Right behind's got some fresh tires. Still not completely fresh, but he should be able to zoom past us without much issue.
2 laps behind.
Looks like he'll take the high line here,
Closer.
probably be able
It goes
to
now 17
run the wall up there and get
seconds.
a huge run. I need to go to the high line again. Nine laps to go, 11 laps of fuel. I've used a little bit more here, as I've picked up my pace a tiny bit, but still okay. Gotta get the wall back there. All of a sudden, you lost ground. 9 a little bit wiggly. I'm sure he's been fighting the handling on that thing for a while. These cars don't like it whenever you mess up the spoiler on these bigger tracks, that's for sure. He's probably had his hands full.
Car outside.
Extra low here.
Still there. Hold your line. Keep low.
That lap was a 35.72.
Clear up top.
And go a little harder so we can get clear. There's now only 4 people on the lead lap. 4 is about ready to get his back, though, as I'm looking at that.
Good
Missed my
consistency.
line.
Keep them coming.
We're okay.
Hello.
A little bit of cool
Getting
track there in that
closer.
second
It's
lane,
now
actually.
14
Gave us some good grip.
seconds.
Actually ended up being faster. Compared to last lap, at least. I think I might have been passing the other guy last lap, maybe. Six laps to go.
You've just done a 35.68. We think you're okay for fuel, but there's not much to spare.
Still okay on fuel. I think we've done an adequate job keeping that Sunoco race fuel in the vehicle. Looking to get a run again, running the high line. I kind of wish I had the chance to run the high line this race, but I don't think you want to run anything but the bottom. I mean, particularly for our situation here, trying to save fuel, you definitely wanted to run the bottom. Probably be able to hit a fast lap or two running up there, but really no reason to. We've got such a huge lead. Wonder where the 18 has ended up. Oh, he's on his way. He's now P2. He's only 12 seconds back. Wouldn't that be incredible if he came and passed us? Again, I would not be upset. I would be thoroughly impressed.
Well, that was a 35.72.
Guess I'm glad I'm picking up the pace a little bit then. And he's still got a long way to go, but I bet he is absolutely ripping around this track compared to us. We'll see how much he gains. He was at 12 seconds at the line last time around. What's it going to be now? From 12 seconds to... I guess we have to wait for him to cross the line. Roughly 11 and a half seconds later. There he is. And right about 11 and a half, 11.4, so he gained 6/10. We won't have enough time in the next 2 laps, but that's impressive.
Mello is gaining on you. The gap is now
It
11
almost
seconds.
worked to take that pit stop, even though you could make it. Really awesome run for him.
2 more, let's go.
He's set up according to RaceLab to get 105 iRating. I wish I could get 105 iRating.
Consistency. Keep him coming.
I'm set up to get 24 for winning.
Don't know why.
What did he say?
You've got 1 gallon left.
That's what he said.
The next car is 1 lap behind.
That's what he said.
We need 1 more good lap.
But we are plenty good on fuel. We got 2.5 laps with 1 lap to go.
1 more lap
Sponsored
to go.
by
Stay
Credit One Bank.
focused. Your lap time was
I wish.
35.83.
I like money. I'll say fast as Xfinity Mobile if they want to give me money. I guess they're not going to do that anymore. Fast as O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You have about 2 laps of
Parts.
fuel left.
I'll say that if they want to give me money. Alright. Make it on fuel with about 1.5 spare. Thanks, man. Good race. That was a fun fuel mileage run.
Well done,
Talking with
Colton.
these people today.
Yeah, I was just daydreaming, shouldn't have pitted.
I thought for a second you'd come around and pass me still. You were ripping around the track on those tires.
My rating means nothing here. I lost about 1,600 with internet connections for about a month.
Yeah, I shouldn't have pitted. I should have just stayed out.
That was fun. Good race to him. I hope he's still happy. I know nobody wants to finish second, really, but I hope he's still happy with his result there. That was a very fine effort. 56.54 on those old tires. A+ to the OSR setup this week to be able to get it even like that. I definitely drove it real easy, but I think it did everything I needed it to do. I think a little bit more on the right rear is actually perfect too, because if you end up in a situation where you got dirty air in front of you and you're understeering a little bit more, then you're going to want that extra bit of turn. So I really feel like they nailed it. Got us the pole even when I felt like I really botched the lap. I mean, obviously it's all relative because late night, bit of a weaker field, but I'm definitely happy with how that went. So we'll see what was upsetting some people early on. It definitely started out rough before we had a really great run to the finish. See how that all looked. Alright, so lap 1. Oh, there's that 9. Getting loose on the high side. I remember he was getting loose on the cold tires after he came out of the pits. You can see a lot of guys getting loose. It's rough, man. It is really hard to hold on to. Let's go ahead and go back and look at the start of this lap. You see everybody all around nearly losing it. I almost did it right into the first dang corner as I got down to the bottom here. Yeah, we were, look at that. See, I wasn't kidding. 45 degrees. Had that steering wheel. No, I didn't even lie about 90%. Look at that. I had that thing turned to the right. I told you, I'm not a fibber. I was holding on to that thing. I thought I wrecked it. So I really had to hold on to that thing. This could have been a very different race if I spun my dang self out at the very start. Thankfully, I was able to save it. And we didn't have anybody to slide into, like unfortunately the 9 did. And fortunately for the 2, taken out of it. Next highest iRating guy, you have to wonder if he would have found his way up to us had, lower this a little bit, had he not gotten damage right there. Is this it? Microphone. Lower a little bit. There we go. So, sorry, what did we miss here? Got some damage. 5 gets loose. 11 gives him the bumper. I'm sure he was trying to get around him, but just a loose moment. And then he gets run over by the 13. Aren't they complaining about the 5? That's the 5 getting run over, is it not? I don't really see... Unless I missed something. I don't see anything he did wrong here except get hit. 13 gets a really good run. He has to check up on the entry because the 9 is off pace for whatever reason. So he checks up and just gets hit by the 13. It's on the 13. You can't just run into the back of somebody. So the 5 gets turned. Maybe he did some stuff under yellow, and that's what they were mad about. Not seeing anything here. Oh, something happened, I didn't see it. And then the 5, loose. 14 gets into him. It's these cold tires, man, they're deadly. Somehow they didn't wreck there. Team getting the Xfinity wiggles on the straight. And the 2 was a ghost, I guess. I don't know why we're seeing that. 7 cuts in front of a run from the 11. Ooh, that's a KO hit. So let's see here. The 11's getting a big run on the outside. I think in this situation, lap 25, if I'm the 7, I probably leave that lane up there knowing he's going to get a huge run. Because blocking it off here, the 11's not going to just want to lift. He probably should to not hit him, but he also shouldn't have to necessarily. It's a situation where both of these guys could have been more careful, more defensive drivers here, and avoided contact, but because neither of them did, then you get a collision. You know, you got a situation where the 7 could leave the 11 a lane, since it's only lap 25. You could also have a situation where the 11 just lifts. You know, instead of trying to make a big, bold move, using that lane, just be like, alright, I see how it's going to be. We're going to be assertive. Instead, they both decide to do it, and then they end up clipping each other, and then neither of them are happy. That's kind of just what I see from that. Now, if it's the final lap or something, I'm absolutely blocking that run as the 7 car if I'm clear. And if it's the final lap, I'm absolutely trying to overtake as the 11. Now, obviously, I try not to clip the guy, but that's a situation maybe I do go for that. But so early in the race, I think you give guys the benefit of the doubt and get them in the next attempt. It's just so you can both survive. Because if you both decide you're going to be assertive, you both find yourself in the pits. A lot of the time. But, 16, I don't know why I said 11 again. 16 loose, holding on to it. More loose out of the corner. It was pretty fun to drive. A little bit of loose race car. Felt like we didn't really get to let loose at any point. Would have been fun to see, like, how fast we could go on the high line or something if that opened up with cooler track or anything, but just never really needed to do that. Plus, we were trying to save fuel. But I always love going to Homestead. Before trying to get to pit road, he's literally Kyle Larson in the Kyle Larson paint scheme. Pit scheme. Very funny. But, yep. Right into those barrels. That would have been caution in real life because you would have had sand all over the entrance of pit road. He might have sped, too. I don't think the 13's trying to go to pit road. I think he's just getting loose there. Probably caught that seam right there. Got him extra sideways. That was actually a heck of a catch. Oh, still gets the inside wall, but it was a heck of a catch up until that point. And then I don't know if he just alt F4'd or what, but disappeared. And maybe some tire readings showing up. We got some more guys on pit road. I'm so surprised more guys didn't try to make it to the end. I didn't feel like it was... We weren't particularly close. We had a couple laps extra. We ended up with only 4 guys on the lead lap. It's interesting. 16. Oof, more sand. I remember we saw another guy that nearly got it too. It can be a bit tough on pit road here. Seems like for whatever reason, Homestead, you get a lot of people into those barrels. 3 running that high line. And I think that's it. That looks like all she wrote on that one, so we get the win. Sorry it wasn't too exciting for a while there, but at least it was a fun fuel mileage race. We had to do some saving the whole way through and manage our race. The 18 still almost got back to us with those tires. I mean, he went all the way around the track, and he was still 10 seconds back, but he was going fast. He probably should have, like he said, probably should have just kept same strategy with us. And it would have been interesting to see if he could have turned up the heat and battled with us, but in the end, we were able to save that fuel and get out to a comfortable victory. So we are going to now check out the race results page. If you give me just a moment. Black screen. And watch your eyes, white screen. There it is for you. 23 iRating gained in the 18:38 strength of field. 18, a really fast lap. He was really going quick on those tires. He didn't have to save fuel anymore, that's for sure. So he was able to let loose and hit some really fast laps. He had a good handle on it, it looked like. He kept up with us pretty much the whole way. So great finish to him. We get P1. He gets P2. As we see the rest of your finishing results here. So that'll do it for this one. Thank you for joining me for some fun fuel mileage racing. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. As I've been saying, if you got any feedback with the audio or visuals, please do let me know. Still trying to tweak that stuff. But for now, I will say goodbye, and see you next time.